welcome one and all to another C-List Saturdays with me, and Daddy Buffett, my best friend Villainous Red. And the gates are open, the horses are off.
Hey, it's another show with your wacky duo. Sorry, guys. There was a weird weekend last week, and yeah, that's why I didn't have a show. But we also didn't have anything to discuss other than what was happening in the world, which we might touch on this
a little bit tonight. Yes, we're definitely going to touch on that.
Yeah, that was. I was enraged.
I was enraged. My mom was enraged. Everyone I know that I know was enraged about it.
And it wasn't the same rage as the other people were raging about. But then the funny part is they're blaming the wrong people who did the act. And so I did collect a bunch of memes and video over those days. And so to analyze it, right?
Analyze it, baby.
And it's like, well, shit, why are they blaming black and brown people for something that white people did to themselves? So it's like, that's just do you see the correlation between the I guess the one who did the assassination versus us who didn't do nothing but just laugh at the fact that the dude died?
Yeah. I don't get it, and there's so much vitriol hate over this, and the guy was a total jackass to begin with, and he's the one that spread the hate. I mean, he called LGBTQ they should all die, black and brown people they're all lazy, they all should go to hell.
Oh yeah, I love that comment of if I see a black pilot, do I have to question his qualifications?
Exactly, and he made fun of transgender athletes and the greatest gymnast that we'll ever see in our lifetime, Simone Biles. That he questioned her
qualifications and then the other
everything against being black.
Yeah. Oh, because being an Olympic gold medalist is still a DEI hire, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, which is a total, I don't know, shame. And this guy is vindicated like he's the coming of Jesus Christ.
They martyrized him because the fact that he's trying to spit out gospel and scripture and then hiding the racial undertones within his little rants.
I think Christian nationalism should be the same, breath as Antifa. How they say Antifa is this, scourge. Christian nationalism is the same thing, but just on the left, on the right.
I'll disagree here because Antifa themselves, yes.
But how Trump says Antifa should be, the FBI should
categorize as a terrorist organization.
Yeah,
that's what you're trying to say.
Nationalism should be the same.
No, Antifa themselves, fight against the oppression and the fascists.
Yeah, that's what Antifa stands for, anti-fascist. But the way Trump makes it sound, it's this Nazi party for the left.
Well, that's more like I guess anarchists like myself, who if I can't get what I want, I just want to see the world burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
And I don't know. Fascists and anti-fascists, not on the same coin. I would figure libertarians would be more anti-fascist than the rest of their group, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Because they just want to be
Rand Paul should be up in arms about all this stuff.
Which surprisingly is at some points of views, but you know, he's still a capitalist. Once a capitalist, you know, it's all about the money.
Exactly. And that's where it all comes down to.
Okay, but we're kind of digressing here from the topic at hand.
Right.
Which, yeah, they did that event. Yeah, that I've lost some friends, and probably lost some respect, and I guess the community for showcasing my views on the event. But you know what? That's one dead Nazi.
Yeah,
That's one less Nazi I got to worry about.
I agree, and the memes that you've been putting out there are informative. I mean, the one you showed against MLK, that meme was totally great. I actually sent that out myself.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Look, I do better fighting with my fist than my typing with my fists, but this is kind of like we're on this waiting pattern to see if shit gets worse.
Yeah,
and I don't like that, and I'd rather just hatch it out now than having to wait for the next um not tragedy, but the next blunder, the next chaos, I guess. Even though I would love to see the chaos, but also that means we have to get our asses out of that same chaos that we're in. I'll still watch it laugh.
Yeah, I'll be clapping in the background.
Yeah. But with all the fallout during that whole time, I figure there's a lot of people that can be voicing their opinions, and especially one. I know that Mike wanted to talk about this, which was Jimmy Kimmel.
Yep.
Who, yeah, he voiced his opinion, but it wasn't directly mentioning the fact that dude got killed. What did Jimmy Kimmel say? It was more like the right's reaction to the event, right?
Yes.
Correct. Can you elaborate on this, Mike?
I don't know exactly what Jimmy Kimmel said because I couldn't find exactly what Jimmy Kimmel said, but it was in the fact that the right made him God, and why did he get to fly on Air Force One?
No.
And why is he having this big ceremony at this stadium with the president, coming to visit him?
Well, yeah, because he didn't serve the military, nor served in politics. So why give this man the politicians or the American heroes farewell?
Yeah, and why should he be in the rotunda? That was only for dignitaries. Why should he be in the rotunda? I mean, that's me. That Jimmy Kimmel didn't say that. I'm saying
that. Yeah. Again, it's how to signify an event, especially for someone who's a piece of shit. That they're trying to glorify the man that they think that they did. Is the greatest thing for their people.
White Christian nationalism.
Yeah, and put him at the top of the likes of Martin Luther King. And then eventually there's a law right now not on the books, but they're discussing it that October 14th is going to be an official, I guess, day. Maybe.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. For Charlie Kirk. That way the conservatives and Republicans, whatever group they are now, would have their national holiday. We don't have one for the what's that group?
What group are we talking about?
The Southerners, the Confederates. We don't have any Confederate heroes, right? Actually, the Confederates have their heroes, but we don't have any Confederate holidays on the books.
So this will be their special holiday.
Yeah. If this was like
KKK Day.
Yeah, and if this was like, well, this is pretty much close to like Idiocracy, where I wouldn't be surprised that they would honor more of their heroes. You know, like Goebbels and Hitler, and celebrate their days.
I
Which
don't know. The whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel is a total shit show in my eyes.
yeah,
That a lot of people don't even know this. That Jimmy got kicked off the air on Tuesday, but there's affiliates. The way television works nowadays for you youngsters out there, there's affiliates that have affiliate stations around the United States. Hardly any like stations are owned by ABC,
yeah,
NBC,
they're
or
not
CBS.
networks. They're just licensed
Affiliates, and
affiliates.
one of them is called Sinclair, and
Oh
Sinclair
yeah.
owns about 20% of the affiliates in America, and
They
it's
also own radio stations and such. Those are
right.
the radio stations that actually like to broadcast right wing media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're white Christian nationalists, and the other one is called North Star, and that one wants to buy more affiliates, but there's a FCC law said they can't own 80% of affiliates.
Oh yeah,
So
that's a
they
that'd
they,
be a
they were
monopoly.
they were into it so they could change the law in the FCC so they could buy more affiliates.
That's
So
that's the
that's
cover
why
up,
Jimmy
right?
was kicked off the air.
That's the cover up was the heads of state of those two media companies met with the FCC chairman.
Mr. Carr, if
Yeah,
people out there
and
don't
then
know. So if you want to yell and scream at somebody, you can yell at Mr. Carr.
yeah, well, to get the influence that they want, they threatened to pull, I guess, their licensing or whatever
Yes,
if the FCC chairman doesn't approve of the sale of certain uh
affiliate to North Star.
yeah. It, the same thing happened with the CBS thing too. I mean, this is just all movements to cover up those purchases. So they needed something, a big event like that. That way, the news of that purchase kind of gets buried in the
Well, a lot of people don't know this. That Tuesday is the day Disney Plus went up in price. The same day as they kicked off
no,
Jimmy
no, no,
Kimmel.
no, no, that's the same day they brought back Kimmel is when they brought back when
Oh,
they
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 changed the
kicked up the
package.
price.
So
Yeah, which is
there we
funny.
go. So I mean that this is all about big business and money and how you get favor with the FCC because anything now that Trump's involved with is bribery and under the table and mafioso kind of things.
Yeah, yeah. So
So little guys like me and Red, we can say stuff that we get away with, but maybe not anymore. Maybe Donald
no,
Trump
no,
is watching this today, and we can't talk
we
bad
can
about
still
the
say stuff. It's
the mango Mussolini.
yeah, we can say stuff. It's the thing that since we are kind of like in the public sphere, that yeah, we can still be in trouble with the people who we're associated with, especially with our employers and such. People can dox us for having an opinion, and many creators that I've seen online were part of that doxing, and yeah, I think it's fucked up. But then you know what? That we've done the same. Not we personally, but the left has done the same thing to right wing social media influencers as well. Um, Again, it's your opinion, value it, but if you're a face of a company, you kind of putting your reputation out there, and
But
so
again, we're going to the First Amendment of the Constitution, which is free speech, and
yeah,
free
you are
speech
free to
can
say what
mean.
you want, but you're not free from consequences of that.
Oh
So if
well,
I say
yeah, absolutely. But we're
if I say
still.
like, hey, I hate pineapples on my pizza, if someone gets offended by that, they could just go to my employers like, hey, this is what he said, and I work for a pineapple packager. I would get doxxed right there.
Uh, I,
Like,
I hope people are a little more. I don't know. I wish they had a little bit more skin on their back than they do. People are rubbed raw too easily.
No, it's the. I guess
'Cause I'm gonna say it. I don't like pineapple on my pizza.
Well, how we're growing up, and we always told you know whoever was a tattletale was always the bitch, or
Yes,
snitches get stitches.
stitches.
We've kind of, I don't know, we kind of like,
But I blame that on the internet. The internet made
yeah.
people a little more braver than they should
I don't,
be.
I don't say it's braver. It just gave them more anonymity where it comes on to some stuff like that. Someone could just like anonymously report us to anybody and say,
Yeah,
"Hey, these guys
exactly.
do some
So
shit."
I
And
blame that all on the
I don't
internet
agree with
because
it. They should be taken off YouTube, or they shouldn't be podcasting anymore.
yeah, yeah.
Understandable, which means that yeah, we didn't say those things, or
But we did,
were taken out of context.
taken out of context.
Then in order for us to like keep our show, then we have to get on this tangled up web of lawyers and whatever. It's just a battle. Like, but if you if you have a platform and you feel so strongly about your opinion, you know that's yours.
Yeah, that's yours.
Just
Stick up for your own self.
yeah, be aware of the repercussions of what you're saying out there. Maybe even though sometimes it's fact or maybe it is fiction, but you feel so strong about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And you wouldn't. I was hoping that by this weekend, all the people that had left during the rapture, that would be talk shit about them
Oh,
more.
yeah, exactly. It was supposed to come on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, on the 23rd.
That's how precise that rapture was. It was
I was
Tuesday or Wednesday.
I was quite disappointed. Like, you fuckers are still here. You're supposed to be gone. I had plans that day to go raid your houses so I could get your comic book collections and your toys. No, you fuckers are still here. And you know what? Fine. Whoever's scheduling this shit,
Get their shit straight so I can get your
yeah,
comic books.
yeah, fuck. You just you I might get doxxed for this one. I won't say it. I'm just saying, someone out there could just accelerate the rapture. Just I don't know, Jim Jones style. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I like the Kool-Aid. I like the Kool-Aid.
What was the other one? The one that they thought they were going up to space, so all they did was like drink the Kool-Aid and then lay down in their bunks.
Oh yeah,
Then,
which cult was that?
was it the Branch Davidian or was
Yeah,
it something else?
no, the Branch Davidian was the
That
ones
was David Koresh.
that was David Koresh.
Yeah. I forgot the other one.
They were in Waco, Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that was the Branch Davidian. The video was in Waco, Texas.
Yeah, David Koresh. That was the guy's
Yeah, but
name.
the other ones with the aliens, where they had to wear I guess it was like Nike Cortezes, or was it?
Yeah.
They all wore black. They're going to a Devo concert in space.
We are not men. We are Devo.
It's I don't know. These cults are just weird.
Yeah,
Really weird, and we have a bigger cult.
but I'm glad Jimmy's back on the air. I'm glad that ABC caved. I'm glad Jimmy's back on the air, and I'm glad he went back on the air and he said what he wanted to say again. He wasn't afraid.
Yeah, which is good. And I think his ratings kind of kicked up because of the fact that people are more excited about what he has to say after the event.
So everyone out there in podcast land, don't be afraid to say what you want to say. Say it.
Yeah, just if you're gonna if you believe in it, then have a little conviction with it behind it.
Have some balls.
Yeah. Well, the ones that have balls are actually the ones that spreading misinformation as well. So yeah, the space itself in this media that we do. Yeah, it's kind of messy in messaging. So, but we appreciate you guys out there who listen after the recording and watch.
Yeah,
We're just entertainment and education, but
it's
we also
entertainment.
have an opinion.
Yes, we have an opinion, and mine is far to the left.
Far? How far to the left?
I'm as far as left as you can possibly get. I think.
Oh, because if you go further left, even if it's a circle, you just end up being on the right.
Oh. Well, okay, then I'm not that far. I'm not to the right yet. I'm halfway.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some. I haven't. Well, I've heard stories of people going full circle on the political spectrum. It's like, okay, they went so far left, they went right, and
Not me. Matter of fact, my favorite thing on to look on TikTok or TikTok is a guy I shouldn't even plug him. I don't know why, but his name is Gunny, and he drives around this Harley Davidson motorcycle with a "fuck Trump" flag on the back of his Harley, and he gets into arguments with Trump people
oh,
over the "fuck Trump" sign. So
I've seen some of the stuff. I've
you've
seen
seen that, huh?
Oh yeah, I do follow a bunch of those guys who
Yeah. So
just who
I,
try
I
to debate folks.
I hardly follow anybody on TikTok because I don't like TikTok the platform personally, but it's one of the ones I follow because it's funny because he's so like you would think he'd be the Trump guy the way he talks and the way he dresses, and I guess you shouldn't label someone how they talk and dress, but he's definitely not a Trump guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're just some folks like, hey, you know, you would think like, okay, that guy, yeah, you look like the type.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. That's what I thought when I first started watching. I was like, "Oh, you look like the type." Then I looked on the back of his motorcycle and said his flag said "fuck Trump,"
Mm.
and then I was like, "Oh, wow, was I
So the
wrong?"
best way to infiltrate the cult is to dress up like the cult, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like
You
a
got to
ninja.
put the white hat on.
Yeah.
Our the new cult, the red hat. You know, it went from white hoods to red hats. I just
Yeah,
made that up.
yeah. You're right. All right. Yeah, because they if they wore white, that's white is the color of surrender. Also, also the color of purity, I guess,
Yeah, that's what it meant, purity.
which is the color of the people behind the mask too.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Hat.
how are you, Red?
I'm good, buddy. Good. Bro, got
I
a lot of.
missed you last week. I was all set to go, but I guess you weren't feeling good, or you
No,
had
I had my apple tree fell down.
your apple tree fell down.
Yeah. So
How did that happen? You had a heavy wind there in Lathrop.
no, she was growing like in a 45-degree angle, and she
Okay.
got top heavy and just fell.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
and
So
she's
what did you
about
do? You had to chainsaw it all up and throw it
yeah,
all
she's
away.
about 12 foot tall, so I got with lots of like apples on there that still need to be picked. So I spent the whole day harvesting and then cutting the branches off, getting it ready for some of the branches for firewood and toss out the rest for pickup on Monday. Yeah, I spent the whole weekend doing that. And it was kind of leaning up against my back room. So
Oh wow.
if it stayed a little bit longer, it would have broken through the window. So it
Oh
was
my God.
necessary
Oh
for me
my
to get it
God.
done.
Oh my God. That's terrible. Sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, man. So do you have an electric chainsaw or a gas powered chainsaw?
Oh yeah, electric. Yeah, like the branches themselves were pretty thin, about 2 inches thick. So
Uh,
the electric chainsaw was fine. Yeah, it just now I gotta wait 2 3 seasons for the tree to actually blossom up again and have bear fruit.
oh, so you
I,
replanted it.
no, I kept one branch. I'm gonna treat it uh like a bonsai tree and train it to go grow up and having to grow sideways.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're gonna put like a stake and
a
stake it
stake
to
and
the
some
stake.
wires That way it could actually balance out because the main branch itself, it's still leaning. But I cut enough of it that way at least something will sprout out in next spring and grow up to another tree and bear some fruit because those are some good Fuji apples that I have, even though they're kind of tiny.
Oh, really?
They're good
Oh,
enough for like for apple pies.
apple pies.
Yeah,
I'm expecting an apple pie then.
yeah. You, I might make a crumble
I,
style apple pie.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, I hopefully have enough there to make a whole batch. Just I gotta get to it before they all get too ripe and then go bad. Uh, yeah, yeah. How about you, man? What you do last weekend?
I was waiting to do the show. Then I found out that I was going to do the show by myself, but then I figured I was a little scared. So
Oh, you should have done the show.
I was a little scared. I was going to do it by myself, but I was thinking I never hosted it by myself, so I didn't know. So and I didn't know how to get a hold of Miss So to help me out. So
no, bring up Miss Soul's out there, but she's not gonna come on to like show her face. At least not
no, I
yet.
know she wasn't going to show her face, but I mean, at least I can have someone to
No,
bounce
get
things
somebody
off
you're
of.
comfortable with who you could have a pretty good rapport, back and forth, a good volley like you and me, and just just have the actual show that we're doing now. You know, it's more practice for you to actually run, one episode and like see how you feel about to think on the fly and making content.
Right.
Yeah, you and
That's
I.
all. But it's different making content because content is only like at the most 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
We do an hour show to keep it fresh for an hour. It's difficult. It's not as easy as people
Well,
think.
that's why you find that person to like you could interact
Well,
with for
that's
a
why I was
while.
hoping I could get Miss So's contact information so I could send her a text message say,
That would have been a little bit difficult as far as like because she only goes through text. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
she
she
only
would
goes
have.
through text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been taking a little bit long. You know, bring somebody on here that you have rapport with and have a good discussion. So even
Well,
if you get E-Man,
maybe I'll ask E-Man to join.
yeah, or even Steve.
But I don't think Steve would join. I mean, I would love to talk to Steve. Steve is a unique character, and I love unique characters. I mean, I don't understand Steve, but I mean, it's not me to understand. I mean, I mean, I'm not that.
That is true. That is
I'm
true.
I'm not that far gone that I can't love Steve for who Steve is. I just don't understand him,
Well,
and it's not me to understand him because that's Steve.
yeah. I mean, all of us are like kind of within the spectrum anyway. So we have.
Well, I'm on the spectrum. I'm on the spectrum. Not kinda. I'm on the spectrum.
But I think Steve would probably take every topic and go in tandem, more tandems than we do.
Yeah, well, but another thing I was worried about Steve, and we shouldn't talk about Steve without him being here because that's not fair. But
Yeah, we can.
I was worried Steve would say something vulgar and not because he's known for saying vulgar things.
Yeah, he does not have a filter, and I forced myself to have a filter.
Well, I forced myself too because I don't want to offend anybody out there with something stupid comes out of my mouth. But I'm afraid Steve because Steve likes to drop the F bombs a lot. Steve,
Yeah.
I mean, we drop the F bomb. Don't I don't want to sound
Oh
right.
no, he's free to
Yeah, Steve
drop
drops a lot of F bombs.
whatever he wants to drop. Yeah, I think you and I, have listened to enough like talk radio or what do you call it? Shock jocks to like
Shock
really.
drops, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we kind of grew up on Howard Stern
yeah.
and
You
Bubba
got
the Love Sponge and
and
all
Don and
those
Mike and the Doghouse, the
yeah
Jerky Boys.
the Jerky Boys. I love the Jerky Boys. I actually
And
bought that album.
wow, okay, that's something. Wow, you should get that thing like plaque, encased somewhere and put it digital because I don't think they're doing reprints of Jerky Boy albums.
gotta find it somewhere in the attic.
Yeah. Those prank calls are just totally.
Hilarious.
They are, but they're also borderline. If they were get replayed today, you yeah they would be canceled on the first play.
Yeah, cancel culture would cancel them for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I agree.
Are the Jerky Boys still alive?
I don't know. I don't even know how old they are.
Hmm.
They're probably not much older than me, if anything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the Jerky Boys kind of bit off the doghouse, which is our local, well, Bay Area local legends. And yeah, they did the whole prank call bit until they got canceled because of the prank call bit. Yeah, yeah.
I was always a Howard. I mean, I liked Howard Stern, but there was a local guy, Alex Bennett. I really liked Alex Bennett. He was a local guy.
Mm. Was he more shock jock, just like
No,
Howard
no,
Stern?
he was Howard Stern kind of before Howard Stern. He did a little shock, but he brought like famous comedians on the show all the time because
Oh, yeah.
he had all these
Did
he
he have
had
like a
Rob
national
Schneider
show?
before Rob Schneider was famous. He had uh I can't think of his name now. He had everybody. Dana Carvey before Dana Carvey was
Okay,
famous.
so definitely during the early '90s, where people were.
No, this is late '80s,
Oh,
early '80s, late '80s.
oh, Rob
He
Schneider.
was before Stern.
Yeah, Rob Schneider just didn't really get popular until the '90s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
way before that he had all these guys on. He had what Dave Chappelle before anyone even know who Dave Chappelle was. I thought Dave Chappelle was a white guy because he was on Howard Stern. He sounded like a white guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Dave Chappelle's good at code switching.
Yeah, so for the longest
You know
time I
what
thought
code
Dave
switching is,
Chappelle was a
right?
white guy.
Yeah, you know what code switching is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. I do it to you all the time. Actually, I don't do it to you. I do it to like your mom.
That's okay. You can do it.
Yeah, well, that way she can understand what I'm saying. I have to speak the language,
Enunciate properly.
enunciate properly. It's like I have to speak job interview. You know,
Yes, exactly. Job interview. There we
yeah.
go.
When it comes down to friends, it's a whole it's a whole not a whole different language, but it's a whole different tone. We speak sarcasm.
I speak sarcasm. That's what
Yeah.
I speak.
Yeah, with Dave Chappelle, definitely. Yeah, you would think that. Yeah, he did sound like he was code switching when he was being interviewed, but when he does a stand up, it's definitely it's a mixture of everything because
But again, we're talking late '80s, early '80s, late '80s, and no one even knew who Dave Chappelle was. He was doing like local bars and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was doing stand up in like DC and Virginia, all over the East Coast, and then he caught his break with doing like little bit parts in movies, especially with Eddie Murphy. He did one with on the Nutty Professor, or he played a comedian.
And and don't forget, what is it? Half Baked is the one that got him.
Yeah, Half Baked is the one that got him on the map, and then after that was his comedy specials, and then into the Chappelle Show, which happened around 2001, breakout hit. So shit. Comedians are the best speakers about pop culture of our time. Like if you want to,
You remember when Jimmy Kimmel first got started? He got started on a show called The Man Show.
yes,
Do you remember The Man Show?
yeah, because what was it? Boobies on trampoline.
Movies on trampolines.
That was like I would say my favorite bit, but it was always at the end of the show.
Ziggy Ziggy Sanjay, Ziggy Ziggy Sanjay.
Exactly.
Movies on
I
trampolines.
don't think that show will pass. Now,
I wonder
right?
if you could find episodes on the internet for the Man Show.
I would
Not the later versions with Joe Rogan, that jackass. But yeah, because they took over after Kimmel and
And
Adam
Carolla.
Carolla got famous.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably on Paramount Plus somewhere in their library, if anything. Is it Paramount Plus, Comedy Central, MTV, any kind of Viacom property, plus Star Trek. It's all over that same umbrella of Paramount properties. Also, I think they have partial owners of Sinclair Broadcasting too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, now we're
There
back
we
full
go.
circle to
There
that.
we go. I hope we don't get sponsored by Sinclair, because then I'll have to.
Total Line?
Yeah, toe the line.
No,
I won't have to talk about God.
look. I the way I see it, as far as like this YouTube channel is concerned, it's like, remember back in, I guess, late 2008, 2009, where we had like free FM. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like their version of like corporate radio, but they're just trying to hide the corporate side, and then let everybody have that kind of free speech kind of deal. I think we're in that same kind of area with just being on YouTube. Yeah, they can close out our YouTube account the minute we say we do or something stupid, but we're not monetized for this stuff.
No.
No, this is just for fun. It's you and I just playing radio anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just playing radio. I'm pretending I'm Alex Bennett.
I don't know who I am yet, as far as like in comparison to like a radio personality.
You're Chewy Gomez.
No,
No?
don't compare me to Chewy. Don't compare me,
Why not?
because Chewy's unfunny.
Oh well, yeah, you're
Chewy
definitely funny.
I'm sorry, Chewy is not funny to me for some reason. No. Yeah.
Okay, you're Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take that. Not Chewy Gomez himself, like, dude. I think he's more like definitely he's the morning show host of that radio channel. But I find him unentertaining. It's not on him. It's just I don't vibe with his energy. Just weird, very weird.
We're talking about Bay Area jocks here,
Yeah,
radio jocks,
yeah.
which is something of the past. There's not that many great radio jocks.
No. There's still St. John, but St. John does like mostly night shows and afternoon drives. But St. John himself has this high energy because he worked the club scene during the early 2000s and late 90s. That's the air. That's the vibe that I was like connecting with, because that's son of a bitch. What?
Red with St. John.
Yeah, St. John's Playhouse. Yeah. You know what I found out later in, like, I guess
that he was a white guy with blonde hair?
No. I knew about that. White guy, blonde, not blonde hair, but he has curly curls, curly cues. But he's also and he's gay. But
what's wrong with that?
No, none at all. Until
Are you sure?
No, the only thing I found out, the thing that turned me off about St. John was he was like no, he's straight up libertarian.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's what turned you off.
Yeah. What you do? That's his political affiliation. So like, cool. Yeah. He also does like
I'm busting your chops. You know that.
I know. I'm fine with it. I with it.
Excellent.
He also does like voiceovers for other iHeartRadio affiliates. So he's all over California as far as like just doing promotions and such. But yeah, he's based out of San Francisco doing I forgot that station No, it's not. It's not Wild 94.9, but it's the other one that does like.
KMEL.
No. KML is strictly hip hop. Wild 94.9 is just strictly pop now, and it's like 99.3 or something like that. It's straight club vibes. Well, the last time I listened to it, but then I don't know what they play now.
I don't know. I don't listen to the radio anymore.
It's just hard to listen to it because corporate radio itself has become really boring and
I don't listen to radio.
they keep everybody in the box that you can't get out of it. They play they play the same 100 songs every fucking day. You know, they call themselves an old school station, it's classic rock, whatever, and they're only playing a playlist of 100 songs.
Yeah, I listen to sports radio, and since I live in the Bay Area, I got to listen to teams I don't like: the 49ers, the Giants. So I gotta listen all day how great the 49ers are, or how great the Giants are.
Hey, your Seahawks like got away with one on Thursday night, so be happy.
With one. We were smoking them, and then we just let off the ball. Yeah,
be happy that you got away with it. You know,
you guys got away with 3.
You almost lost it. Your team almost lost it.
You guys get away with 3 games.
Yeah, I know.
My team got away with 1. You got away with 3 games. 3, you should have lost.
Hey, you're lucky you have Sam Darnold who trained under Purdy. I thought we were doing a show. We're like 40 minutes in. We haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, we talked about Jimmy Kimmel. We did some of the shows.
But we got this tangent of like DJs and now sports radio, but I forgot I have something to show and tell.
Okay, I got something to show and tell too. Show and tell time. Show and tell time. Show and tell time.
This is from Luana. All right, she works for Lumo Studios down in Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, currently I have her doing some commissions for me, but I also bought some art from them.
Let's see what you got there, buddy.
Sent me here. If I can get my knife.
Well, don't fuck it up. Be careful.
Oh. Well, it made the trip from Brazil. Oh, FYI, if you're trying to ship to Brazil, USPS and DHL can't ship right now for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of their president is a dickhead like Trump?
Exactly. And these tariffs are killing us as far as like shipping back and forth. So it's like, fuck, I'm trying to send like gifts to this person and more books for them to like do commissions on, but I can't because we're kind of in a situation where we're kind of limbo and our packages are stuck in transit or in customs.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I got a few more from other artists there that are kind of like waiting in limbo as well. Like, I'm just planning on, might as well just buy a plane ticket to Brazil and pick that shit up. But apparently, Brazil's a big country.
It's a big country.
Yeah. So let's see what we got here.
Let's see.
Come on, baby.
Give
it worked all nice for me too.
What was that? Princess Peach?
No, that's not Princess Peach.
I know, I'm joking.
No, it does though. It does. Let's get stupid thing. This is great content anyway.
Of course, unwrapping stuff made people famous on the internet.
I know. E-Man does it all the time.
Yeah, that E-Man making a career out of it.
Yeah, he just does this.
Yeah, exactly. Ta-da! And then he talks like this. This is E-Man from E-Man's World of Geek.
Great impression there. We should send that to E-Man. Here's the first one here. This is Jubilee.
This is Jubilee from E-Man's World of Geek.
Done by Luana. Yeah.
It looks nice, man. I liked all the colors. It looks like Rio. It looks like Carnival. It looks like all that.
Yeah, very, very pinup style there. I love it. And this is another one she's done. Black Cat.
Oh, nice. I like that one a lot. That's nice.
Pretty. All right. This is
Alicia
done by another
Hardy.
artist in their group. I want to take it out. So this is by let's say Jackson Bradlock.
Jackson Bradlock.
Yeah.
X-23.
23. Yeah.
Nice. But doesn't she only supposed to have one claw in her hand?
Two. And then one here.
Oh, yeah. And then one in her foot.
Oh, yeah, one in her foot.
Yeah. Nice. Those are nice. I like them.
I gotta frame them now. It's very affordable art. They recently got out of eBay sales because eBay was changing their policy and stuff like that. So they're now with Remark or Raremark. So if you find their studio on Raremark, they have some art for sale. There's a couple I'm still keeping an eye on bidding on. A bunch of cute Spider-Gwens, same style by Luana.
Nice.
And waiting. I have 2 commissions from her that are still being done. It's going up. Well, actually going to Lawrence at Comic Capsule to be displayed on the website. It's going to be sexy and tasty. Yeah, Comic Capsule.
We love Double L at Comic Capsule.
And they currently are at LA Comic Con. They have a booth there. I don't forget what the booth number was. But yeah, go get your Comic Capsule now.
I wish Double L would have let me know. I would have went to that place. I like LA Comic Con.
I thought he did tell you.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't get any information.
You know why? Because you don't reply back on that group thread. That's why. That's your fault. That's your fault. Keep an eye on the group thread. You'll get more information.
I do, but you guys in the middle of the night, like 10 o'clock at night, text like all night long.
That's not me. Actually, no, that is me.
That is you.
Yeah, but I want to only share art if you guys want to buy it.
Okay, I'll let you slide.
So what
you got called me on the phone and said, "Hey, they're going to LA Comic Con. You guys want to go?" I said, "Yeah, hell yeah."
Well, okay, next one. Yeah, we'll let you know on a separate text thread.
Okay.
That way you can make plans to join the booth. Okay.
Thank you.
What do you have for show and tell, Michael?
As I was telling you before we opened the show up, I have some Holy Grail stuff that is almost impossible to get, and I was so lucky to walk into Target. I'm plugging Target right now. So if anyone out there works for Target, let them know that I went.
Wait. You went to Target?
I went to Target.
Okay, cool.
And these are McFarlane collector's editions. Power Girl with the whole pantsuit and jacket with the flying cat, her flying cat.
Wow, they made her super voluptuous.
And the even harder one, Power Girl with the cat with the leotard.
Okay, so I imagine that these ones, the McFarlane toys, are roughly what, $36 versus the Marvel Legends at $26?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you notice, they're both 22. So these ones are marked wrong because this one is supposed to be 23 and this one is supposed to be 22.
Oh, so you're saying that's so that's a packaging error. Oh, you have something there. Okay. All right. So is this a common thing or is it just like a...
It's not really a common thing. I've only seen it done. I only seen it twice, and one of them I actually bought from McFarlane Toys directly from him, and it came shipped that way, and they were labeled wrong.
Okay, well, have you seen ones that are correctly in the same box?
I have, and they're impossible to get. Like I said, I went to McFarlane Toys to buy them, and they're always sold out. They're always sold out. They're always sold out. I checked maybe once a week. Always come up sold out.
Why do I have a feeling that someone bought those and then returned one in a different box? Like they just didn't give a shit that
No, it's sealed.
Oh, it's still sealed. Okay.
It's still sealed. I don't buy it if the box is messed up or anything like. Even those Holy Grail ones, if the box was messed up, I would walk right past it.
Oh, you're a box collector.
I'm a box collector.
Are you gonna get buried with that one?
Maybe next to me, right next to my heart, right next to Comic Capsule,
Okay.
comiccapsule.com.
Shameless plug for our friends. Well, that's a good pickup there. So, does Target still have some, or that's it? You bought
that was all they had, those two. And you know where I found it? I didn't even find it in the toy section. You know, they got like a collectible section with
yeah. They had like the Funko stuff on that section. It's right behind the.
I found them there in that collectibles section.
Pretty good. Yeah, they kind of spread things around as far as the toys are concerned. Yeah, even though they're action figures, when it comes down to like the collectible stuff, they kind of isolate it from the main toy lines.
Well, usually I find my toys in the main toy line at Target or Walmart or wherever I go shopping. So
Well,
I hardly ever find something in that section at Target that I collect.
well, if you just go through I guess the Transformers, GI Joe, Marvel aisle.
Yeah, that's where the McFarlane stuff is. The same aisle as the Marvel Legends.
Yeah, but they also split that in half and then goes to the Funko display wall with the anime Gundam kits, the Demon Slayer action figures, the Gundam action figures, some of
the Ronin Teenage Mutant Turtle stuff.
Yeah, that stuff too, and I guess other miscellaneous that Universal monsters.
Yeah, that's there too. Yeah,
they're I don't know, they're pricey, but they are kind of. I guess if you have adult money, you can buy these toys yourself.
Yeah. If you don't have
these aren't toys for
kids.
Yeah, these are for adults.
Yeah. You don't want to play with these kids.
My God, we're above 45 and still buying toys.
Above 45? Who are you talking above 45?
We're both above 45. I didn't want to give out your age. Someone could dox you. They could find you, like, do the math. Being 2025 and you're out of high school in the early 80s. Someone could do that math if they're smart enough.
I got some comic books.
What you got, buddy?
I want to be a spoiler out there. Absolute Batman is it has superpowers. So Batman has superpowers now.
Oh. What kind of superpowers?
His body can expand through this cape, kind of like Spawn. And his cape kind of comes to life.
Okay. Like it's an ooze, or
it's kind of ooze.
Ectoplasm.
Ultimate Batman.
Okay.
With Bane on the cover.
Did they give an origin of how he got those powers?
They surely do.
Okay. You want to give the spoiler for that?
No, because I think people should read it. I don't want to mess that up.
Yes, you can.
No,
you can.
No,
yes,
I'm a big comic book guy. I don't want to spoil. I already spoiled it, like letting people know he has superpowers now. Absolute Superman, and he's strong as hell, and he can do anything. He's kind of like
is that the old 90s like curly mullet going on there?
Yep, that's the old 90s curly mullet. Absolute Wonder Woman. You're getting a hint what I like to read.
Who did the art on that one? kind of abstract.
Thompson.
Okay, I don't know that guy.
I don't know him either. Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Batman. Let's find something. Here we go. I know you're gonna like this, right? Because it's right up your alley. Marvel swimsuit. Number 1.
Adam Hughes.
Yep.
I've been looking for that. Wait. Who's the characters on there? I forgot.
You don't know?
All I saw is 2 dudes on the shoulders.
It's a dude on the shoulder and a girl on the shoulder.
Okay. Who are they? That's T'Challa?
T'Challa.
Okay. Sexy.
Number 1, bringing on the bad guys. I used to love this when I was a kid, reading this thing, Red Skull.
That's great art.
Justice League Red. Number 1. Power Girl is the leader of Justice League Red.
Oh, so they're doing this whole X-Men Gold kind of deal too
Yep.
now with Justice League?
Yep.
Okay. Different factions.
Now, I know you're going to like this because we know who is the artist. It's Marvel Swimsuit Special Edition. Who's the artist, Red?
I can't tell.
Can't tell?
There's a glare, that's why.
How about there?
That's better. That looks like... It's like Ivan Tao, but not Ivan Tao. Who is it?
I thought it was Rose Bash.
That's not Rose. Rose uses like thick dark lines to do outlines.
Well, I didn't open it up, but I thought it was Rose Bash.
Oh no. I know a Rose Bash piece when I see it.
Of course you know Rose Bash thing. I always like this one too. Marvel All-in-One. The Thing versus the Marvel Universe. And
okay.
A different cover with Storm.
That's pretty. This is a one shot.
One shot.
Okay.
So those are my comic books. What else you got?
Are you gonna make time to read those?
I'm gonna make time.
Actually, at that store I went to yesterday, the Cave in Roseville.
The Cave. We're shouting out for the Cave in Roseville.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude! That store is so cool. Yeah.
Can I do it in the E-Man voice?
Go ahead, try.
The Cave in Roseville.
That's not close, but good try. Yeah, it's like a secondhand collectible store.
The Cave in Roseville.
So I picked up some Funko, but I've been looking for this one because I barely get back to wrestling. I picked up these guys.
Oh, look at that! The New Day.
New Day. I don't know why I'm late in the game. I know they already broke up due to the fact that Big E got injured. But wow. I've been digging up some of their matches and their storylines. Pretty funny.
Yeah. I like when they throw the cereal around.
Yeah. Bootios. So I picked up their WWE Elite action figures too, but they wasn't like in the 3-pack like that. I had to get individuals, so I could make the team. But so yeah, I'm a fan of the New Day now.
You're a fan of the New Day.
Late in the game, but
in the game.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of up on our hour, but I do want to share something else. Which is
we started 7 minutes, so we're only a couple minutes over.
Are you sure? I don't know.
Yeah, we started 7 minutes late. We didn't start at 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to share. Let me pull up a map.
Okay, share it, baby.
Let me get the map. And let's see, map.
if anyone out there, please get their immunizations, their COVID shot, and their uh, flu shot for the flu season coming up.
Have you?
I have.
Actually, I'm gonna do mine on Tuesday.
Okay, good boy.
Let's see. That was
Don't listen to RFK. Remember, RFK did 14 years of heroin, so that's where you're getting your health information from.
I'm surprised that he fucking lived. Because if I did that 14 years of heroin, god damn it. Probably wouldn't survive. Shit. Now I'll do this one next week.
Okay.
It's the Fantastic Four in Stockton kind of deal. It's gonna take some explanation.
Okay,
But
no problem.
I do want to review this Mandalorian and Grogu because it did come out a few weeks ago.
And then Marvel's.
Now we'll do that next week.
Okay,
We'll just do this one.
Okay.
And I gotta pause it in between because we got dinged on copyright, even though we're not
monetized.
Yeah. I guess they don't like, even though there's free advertising for them, they still don't like us rebroadcasting their shit. All right, let's go take a look at Mandalorian and Grogu. Are you excited for this? Well, why? What's such trepidation?
I don't know. I'm afraid it's gonna go to the off the I don't know. I don't know.
It's something that we have. It's nothing that based on a
seems
war.
to ruin things. The first season was good, and I'm afraid this one's gonna be sappy.
Why? Because it's a tale of a bounty hunter and his young friend.
Yeah.
Who is actually just now his father figure.
Yes.
Name another example, the same kind of story where it didn't get sappy,
You're right. See, there we go. That's what I was worried about. This is exactly what you just said.
Because I can't think of any. Maybe of Mice and Men, but
I like Lenny.
Lenny wasn't a child, but even though he had a mind of a child and in the spectrum, that turned out to be a tragedy because Lenny had to be shot. Right?
Right.
I don't think Grogu is going to be in that situation here.
Well, anyway, go on.
Let's take a look.
Nice beach.
Okay, looks like we got the Razor Crest is back, which we did leave off in season 4. Or they did rebuild the Razor Crest at the end, I think, right, as a reward for him.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's this guy. He was, can't recall. Oh yeah, the fuck. He was in that little shop, I guess, where they had to get parts for IG-88.
Oh, okay.
And he had the operating system brain to rebuild IG-88. I forgot his name though. Kind of like, I don't know. I think he's like their Yoda, or some kind of engineer. Because the Yoda really was the guy who said, they had that quote, I have spoken.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which was voiced by Nick Nolte. Who'd have thought that Nick Nolte would be part of the Star Wars universe?
Yep, I would have never thought of it.
Oh, we got Sigourney Weaver. You seen this yet?
No.
Okay.
Ripley says no.
Ripley says no. movie so far, there's no speaking. They're just grunts and coos from Grogu. Weird.
Cool.
Okay, there's one.
The Mandalorian Grogu.
Good shot, baby.
Okay.
May 2026.
Wait, is that the same time as Star Wars Celebration?
Yep, I think so.
It's in LA. It's in SoCal.
It's in
Next year,
SoCal.
right?
You want to go?
Yeah, let's make plans.
Let's make
Let's make
plans.
plans for that. Isn't that the same thing as Comic-Con? We have to get on the stupid
I think so.
lottery. Okay.
I think so.
All right. So what do you think? What
I
do you
think it looks cool.
Okay. So did you
I
before
was
we
surprised Sigourney Weaver was there.
okay?
for
So
sure.
before we viewed it, you thought that it was going to become sappy. Yeah.
Sappy.
So
Yeah.
what do you feel about it now?
I think it's going to be kick-ass.
Okay. What's the most exciting part of that trailer that you think that you know?
The Rancor getting choked.
All right. I didn't know they had different size Rancors. That looked like a really slim one versus the one that we saw the first time on Return of the
Yeah,
Jedi.
well, I'm sure there are some fit Rancors. You know, they work out.
Yeah. But we also saw. I guess I would assume.
They only have protein. They don't eat carbohydrates. You know?
Yeah. What I assume would be the son of Jabba the Hutt, because you did this that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we're going back to Tatooine. Possibly because there's a lot of desert scenes there.
And there was snow scenes too, because it looks like Hoth is available.
Ooh, that's right. Because we got to see an at fall down.
Yep.
Did you notice that they use I guess the Jurassic Park dinosaur sound when they fell down?
I didn't notice that, but now that you bring it to my attention, you're right.
Yeah, it's similar. It's similar. But it's Lucas Arts and ILM, so they I guess that's the best way to reuse the things that you already had on your file, right?
Yep.
And what do you think of Sigourney Weaver's role going to be?
I don't know. I have no idea. Probably limited, because she's going to want a lot of money.
Oh, do you really think so, or it's like she wanted to be part of the universe finally, and then this is her shot, and she would have just taken whatever to be part of the Star Wars lore.
I don't know. I have to think it's going to be limited. It's going to
Okay. Is it safe to assume that this is her name's gonna be Ripley and that she's gonna bring the xenomorph? That's why they're in the tunnel.
That'd be cool.
That's why in the tunnel, right? Grogu's walking through the tunnel. There's creatures in there. And there's one.
Cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Well, hopefully it's something close to a xenomorph, and Grogu would have to fight it. I guess some of the comedy is gonna go on Grogu. I don't see any other like main characters or side characters that's gonna have some kind of effect. It's just gonna be mainly Pedro Pascal and Grogu.
And just a little bit of Pedro Pascal, because he doesn't even wear the Mandalorian uniform.
He's got to this time. I mean, he's not doing The Last of Us. At least not. I think he filmed Last of Us, and then he's done filming Last of Us because this character's dead. So he should be on this one fully. Right?
We'll see.
unless it was also filming Fantastic Four and Secret Wars and Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yeah, so again, you're right. Could be a body double, and then he'll just be doing the voice.
Just doing the voice. We'll
But,
see. We'll
yeah,
see.
May 2026. Not that far off. Hopefully, we're not in a Civil War or World War. For this movie to come out. But yeah, you're grading for this movie as at least for this trailer. And how excited are you for this movie?
9.
9? Okay. And how excited are you for this movie?
Now that I've seen the thing, a lot more than I thought I would be, because I thought it was going to be a sappy buddy kind of thing, but it looks good. Looks good.
All right. I say a 9.2 for me, and I'm super excited because I'm a huge fan of this franchise, and definitely something really outside of the whole Jedi lore.
Yeah, outside of the Jedi lore.
It's nice, refreshing story, and nothing too well. At least be loosely connected to the Skywalkers.
Yep.
More connected to Yoda, possibly, and hopefully we'll get more story on that. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
We shall see.
It all depends how much time the mouse put into it.
Well, seeing how the mouse had raised the rights for Disney Plus, yeah, they probably did put a lot of money into it. Yeah, plus losing a lot of money during that time of the Kimmel
insurrection,
firing and rehiring kind of deal. Yeah, they're looking to make up a lot of money. That's why they released this trailer, get people excited about Disney, get them up on Disney Plus to rewatch Mandalorian, and because if they put any love to it on the trailer itself, there would have been a lot more speaking to show off, to at least give away some of the story, but we didn't get that. You only had probably one phrase, and not from the main character.
Yep.
And a lot of cooing from Grogu, so assuming that Grogu doesn't know how to speak yet.
I hope Grogu learns how to speak soon.
Yeah. And will it be like Yoda, or will it be the actual
voice?
Yeah. I mean, like Yoda style, where it's kind of
right.
Mixed, reversed. Yeah. Well, we'll wait till May 2026.
We'll find out.
Well, anything else, Mike?
I'm done.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, I'm glad we're back.
We're back.
Sorry, we didn't have.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, so we'll be back next week with another episode, and we'd like to dive into Marvel Zombies and yeah, I heard some big stuff about Peacemaker too.
Oh, really? I haven't watched any of it. I watched the first season. I didn't watch the second season yet.
Yeah, I'm such a shitty nerd. I swear, like I should be on this like right when it gets released, but I haven't. And also, Daryl and Carol, the book of Daryl, Walking Dead. You know what? That's not our fault though.
They moved it to streaming instead of on AMC.
Did they?
Yeah.
Those bastards. Also, they didn't do any kind of advertising for it, so I didn't even know that shit came out.
Because it was on streaming. It's streaming only on HBO Max, I think.
Well, that's why I was reading reports. Like, it got the lowest amount of views, eyes on it.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, someone fucked up over there. It's probably that guy Zasloff, the current head of like Warner Brothers, HBO Max, or whatever. Yeah, he fucked it up. Oh yeah.
Love, peace, and cosplay, guys.
Yeah, you'll find us here next week. See you guys soon.
Find us here next week, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock Saturdays. Bye-bye.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, Sealess Villains and Sealess Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.